Hey, Raider Nation. It's this this law sucks ass because well, first things first, I'm jumping right into it and having introduced myself, Phil Jones, the Unfiltered Truth. This is the post game show, and that loss sucks ass in so many ways because there was so much left out there on the field where the Raiders could have came back and won that game. First things first, I'm gonna just get this off my chest right now. One, the defense was just hot shit. We knew that the defense been hot shit for the past 3 years. Well, it's going on year 3 now. It just been abysmal. Eric Harris is out there, and he looks terrible. And the fact that he's still out there, it was a couple times, if you paid attention closer to the game, they had Jeff Heath out there. The funny thing about it, when they had put Jeff Heath out there, the defense looked slightly better. There were some things that I noticed that went on with this defense. When Paul Gunther, when it just went to shit, there were some plays I did not recognize from Paul Gunther. And I've seen a lot of Paul Gunther defenses. And I'm going to say this right here. I saw a little bit of what Rob Marinelli used to run in Dallas. Some of the 3-man fronts. It's been very seldom that we've seen Paul Gunther run. I think he ran it maybe once or twice out of the 2 years that he's had this defense. We're going on year 3, but Paul Gunther was in the booth as well today, maybe to see the fuckery that he tends not to look at that's going on in the field, and it's horrendous. And I'm just going to say this. I'm not the only one here that's ready to go off. I'm joined by the one and only CJ. Y'all know him from Twitter. He slams Carr. He slams the defense. Shit. This man speaks the truth. He's here to join me. CJ, what's good, bro?
What's good, Phil? How you doing?
Oh, man, this was a shitty ass game, man. A game that you won. Too much is being left on the field. But we're gonna get this defense out of the way first, dude. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts,
man. The defense, I don't even know where we begin, man. Defensive line, there's no pass rush. They did all right against the run. It was good to have Ski back there, calling plays, getting things right at the line of scrimmage. I mean, they kept the Bills' run game in check. But, man, the secondary outside of Mullen can't be having that. Can't be having these breakdowns in coverage on third down, on any down, really. But Eric Harris, he's got to go. You can't be having that. Bad angles, getting beat bad. It's a nightmare, man. And Paul Gunther, I'm sorry, but he doesn't even try to slow the other team down. There's no effort. The soft zone, the players don't even know what they're running,
Man, the 3rd and 13 call. You're calling a blitz on 3rd and 13.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just play zone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be an idiot. Yeah. All you got to do is play zone. You can give them maybe 5 or 6 yards, shit, maybe 8 yards, and you stop them. But no, Paul Gunther, I think I'll blitz on this play.
Oh, man. It's just bad.
You remember a while back, I made this meme of Jack Del Rio? We called him Simple Jack. Yeah. Remember from Tropic Thunder?
Yeah. I remember.
Damn.
That's true.
I'm trying to think of a meme that I can make for damn Paul Gunther. You know what? I might call him Chris Christie.
Oh man.
Cause they both look alike.
Man,
Christie
I saw one earlier of Ken Norton Jr. greater than Paul Gunther.
Man, I mean
that might be true.
What's Seattle's record? 4-0?
I believe so, yeah.
So I'm gonna just go on and get to it. This defense we've known has not been the greatest. We know this defense has been subpar. We've known this defense to be Jekyll and Hyde at times. Mm-hmm. But this is where it comes to. One, his ass needs to get fired now.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it's time to go with Rod Marinelli. Because I noticed some of the plays that were run, those were Rod Marinelli staple points, where he, instead of going with his normal 4-man front and pass coverage, he runs with a 3-man front.
Yep.
You utilize, hold on, and here's the wild thing. When they started mixing things up and switching guys around, we started seeing something different. I was like, wait, there's a fight? There's some life in them. Mm-hmm. Carl Nassib being used right. Maurice Hurst being used right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say this. This change needs to happen now.
Absolutely.
Now, the one thing I'm about to get to is this. Damn it, this offense. That made no... look. This shit ain't hate. I'm going to just clarify this once again. This shit is not hate.
No.
I'm going to call out John Gruden. John Gruden called some shitty ass plays he called. Mm-hmm. Fullback sneak. You knew that shit wasn't going to work. Why are you electing to kick a field goal and you need to just go in and execute and get 7 on the board?
Right.
The other one, why the hell on 4th and 1, we're going to try to run it in with Josh Jacobs? Oh, that's fucking Captain Obvious. Jesus Christ.
You can't be doing that from shotgun. You can't.
Exactly.
You got the personnel. You got the line. You got the tight ends. You got everything. You got the fullback in Ingold. There's no reason why you can't line up an I formation and get it done with either Ingold or Jacobs.
Oh my gosh. Somebody, this, I was about to say this, but somebody beat me to the punch. Gruden acts like he doesn't trust Carr.
Oh, man.
If you look at it, come to think about it, if you look at it, go back through a couple of the games where they could have went for it on 4th down. Mm-hmm. And he elected the kick.
Yeah. Look what the Bills did. They had 4th down. They didn't even hesitate. John McDermott went for it on 4th down, converted.
Yeah.
Led to a touchdown. But, Gruden, he's always been conservative, man.
No, that's true. But see, here's the weird thing. I go back to a game where Gruden in the offense, they scored about 40 fucking points against Tampa Bay, a Tampa Bay defense back in the day. I know it's back in the day and shit, but they went aggressive. They didn't even let their foot off the brake until the 4th quarter where you took your starters out.
Yeah.
You had every right to do it because you were already up by maybe 4? I think they were up by 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah.
So that was understandable within at that time. When they did it, when they made that switch, and I went back and looked at that game, that was probably about 9 minutes left in the game. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing about it, the backers were about to score again too.
Yeah. You gotta be that way. You gotta be aggressive in today's NFL. These coaches, these offenses.
No, you're absolutely right. So
that's a good point, though.
And here's the funny thing, we know this defense is not good.
Yep.
And you look at other teams, You look at the Seattle. Seattle doesn't have an amazing receiving core. He got guys that you never fucking heard of.
Absolutely.
Let me go down the list. You look at the Packers. The Packers at times they struggle with their secondary.
Mm-hmm.
And they finding ways to win.
Yeah. Outside Devontae Adams.
I could probably keep going down the list and keep looking. Excuse me. But it's unacceptable that we're going to have the excuses being made. And I'm going to say this shit. Too much was, and the announcers even said it. You have Adam Archuleta that has played in the league, and he's saying too much was left on the field by the offense.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say this. It was. So just because you see these stats and Carr has thrown 9 touchdowns and no interceptions and thrown for about nearly 1,000 yards now, that clearly means nothing because what weighs more, the wins or the stats?
Needs to be the wins. That's all that matters. That's what this organization's about. Just win.
Yeah.
You know? But I think too many times Carr tries to, he just tries to, he doesn't do enough, but he wants to. You know what I'm saying? Like on third down in the first half, it was in the red zone. And you know that the defense is struggling. They're giving up a touchdown every drive. And instead, on third and I believe it was like 10, it was third and long. And he throws a check down.
Yeah.
You can't win that way. Not in today's NFL. And not with this defense.
The one thing I saw back in the third quarter when he stepped into it, they thought he fumbled, but they considered him down as a sack. He stepped into it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Why the hell are you stepping into that and getting sacked?
Right.
Dude, if you look at the bottom of the screen when that play happened, all you had to do was throw to Hunter Renfrow. It could have been for a couple yards, so be it. But it probably would have been a different outcome.
Yeah, for sure.
I say this, Hunter was shaking guys off, and that damn punt return. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Woo!
Giving me a heart attack.
Man, they gave everybody a damn stroke today. But, I see people in this comment section saying, what's the defense excuse? The defense don't get no damn excuse.
They don't get an excuse.
We knew that they were trash.
Yeah, this should not be a surprise to anybody.
So when you know that, you have an offense that can be high powered, it is no excuse. Everybody's going back. Everybody, you know what? I could probably call everybody out right now. Everybody here and we said, yeah, no excuses this year. No excuse for the offense doing this. Carr has this. Carr has that.
I don't know, man. There has to be a point where it stops. And what's that point? To me, I think we're past that point. For real.
It should have been past that point.
Way past that point. But, people always say, oh, Ruggs isn't playing. Edwards, that doesn't matter. I've seen Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, one all-time great quarterbacks in this generation, probably all time. He's making throws to Jake Kumaro, Martez Valdez-Scantling. Who are these guys? And that's the thing. Like, you have to have, and it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but you have to have a quarterback that can elevate those around him. Because at that point, the talent that is placed around him doesn't matter. It does to an extent, but if your quarterback can elevate, improvise, and make plays, it makes life a hell of a lot easier. You know? So, to whoever said that Gruden doesn't trust Carr, I go back to last year. You remember that Jags game, the Oakland finale?
Ooh, golly, don't bring that one up. Come on, man. Don't do me dirty like that.
Listen, I'm just saying. You remember in the third quarter of that game, it was 4th and 2 at midfield, right? The Raiders were up. Everyone remembers the Raiders were up. And, that's that territory where you go for it, especially with a lead. You could have put the game out of reach potentially. And what's Gruden do? He punts. Now, imagine this. Imagine if on the Chiefs they did that. You think the Chiefs would hesitate? You think Baltimore would hesitate?
Nope.
The Texans? The Packers? There's so many teams. So I think there's some truth to that statement or question that I'm not sure who it was that asked that, but there's some truth to that, I believe. And I think it's starting to get bigger.
My whole thing is this: look, you lose back-to-back games, you lose one on the road, you lose one at home, and seriously, you should have won this game.
Absolutely, it was within reason.
And I'm just gonna say this, bro. Like, dude,
yeah,
it's
back-to-back weeks against quality opponents, and you're giving up 30
against the East.
Mm-hmm. Those are contending. Those are the teams you need to beat if you want to be a contender. So Raiders have a long way to go.
And that's another thing that got me, because I don't think people understand. Like, when you leave so much out there on the field, you can't win.
No.
It can't be, you leave like maybe one or two or three plays that left out on the field, okay, but when there's multiple things being left out there, that's a problem.
It's a big problem.
But the thing of it is, we now see there is no trust between the two. No matter what John says, no matter what Derek probably says, there is no trust between the two right now, because it's showing.
Absolutely.
I'll be real. There's times where Derek has literally, you see on his face, like, dude, I want to go out there. I want to try to go out there and try to score.
Yeah.
But John's like, you said what?
Yeah.
You want to try to do what?
Yeah.
Get your ass on the sideline.
Yeah.
Look, we're gonna kick it.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, it stems back. I think some of it stems back from last year. There's some things that have been caught on camera when they're going back through film sessions. You're like, do I really want to go through this again?
Right. It's painful to watch.
And yeah, no, it really is
painful.
It's almost like you get your three chances, and if you're stuck at a 4th and 1, nah, bro.
Yeah.
And that sucks, Or Carr can just grow a pair and tell his guys, fuck that. Let's stay on the field and let's run it.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Because Rich Gannon did that shit.
Yep.
Rich Gannon looked at him like, man, fuck you. Went back on that field and got the offense ready, and then went downfield.
Absolutely.
The problem is he's not. When you can't challenge your coach right there, this shit ain't gonna work.
Absolutely. And I think it goes deeper. There's a disconnect between Carr and Gruden. We all see that. But I think it goes to next level. There's a disconnect between Mayock and Gruden. Because look at this team. Look at the lack of talent, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You know, and there ain't no excuse for that. You've had top picks. How many years? I know it's only been 2 years. You've had money in free agency. What are those free agents doing? What's LaMarcus Joyner doing?
Dog, and you literally hit on the point right there. Like LaMarcus Joyner, like this man get injured not once, not
twice.
Oof.
Oh man!
And then guys doing backflips off of him. Abram took his head out.
Cole Beasley embarrassed him.
Cole Beasley tried to do the midget version of Walker Texas Ranger on his back.
Yeah.
Man.
It's bad. Littleton. And this goes.
Appreciate that, Christopher. Here's one thing. Y'all, you know what? That's what I wanted to get off my chest. Y'all wanted a Mitch Robertson out there so bad. Y'all wanted that fucking midget out there so damn bad. And
the first play
man got burnt the first play, over pursued on run defense. And then if you pay attention to the drive that we stopped them and held them to a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
They called the timeout. Abrams is chewing him out because he's not listening.
And you know what? That's what this team needs a lot more of on both sides of the ball.
Man, I'm going to tell you that I felt Abrams' frustration. Most of these cats are not used to losing. And he feels that he's out there. He couldn't do nothing last year when we won the IR. This year, he feels like, man, I can't lose like this. I'm on the field. I'm trying to make my presence known. And it's not. He feels like it's not enough.
Mm-hmm. It's a terrible feeling.
It is.
You know, but that needs to be the standard. He's got a high standard.
Hard to say with the defensive scheme or the players picked for Marinelli. And see, I'm going to tell you this, bro. It's some weird ass things to overthink, but I've known Gruden to be a person to sabotage some shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks don't believe it, but you got to go back and look at some track records. I wouldn't be shocked if this is like, well, gotta hit the road, Gunther.
Yeah. I mean, he brought him in for a reason. And to get rid of a guy like Buckner?
You know what? And I don't think, see, the thing of it is, I don't think he wanted to get rid of Buckner.
No, not at all.
I think.
But he didn't want to fire Gunther.
And I know some of you guys are thinking like, oh, that's a reach. Nah, bruh.
No.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. And I've actually learned this from one of the media cats. I know, like, I'm not able to like travel out to Vegas and whatnot, but I've talked to some media folks. They said, if you've known John Gruden over the years, when you watch his press conference, he will lie. If he's not looking directly at you, if his head is constantly, going down, like, well, he's giving you a lie.
Remember Khalil Mack?
Yeah.
Remember a couple days, and Amari Cooper, a couple days before.
His head kept going down right when he was speaking during the presser.
Yep. It's not a reach. It's legit.
Bruh, I'm going to tell you this, man. When you sit back and you watch everything on John Gruden, it's starting to show.
Mm-hmm. Tiger doesn't change its stripes.
Like, if y'all want me to see, I can pull some tapes. We can sit here for about 5 hours. I ain't gonna do that shit. Got too much shit to watch tonight. But no, it's just something that a handful of us have noticed that when you watch his pressers and he's not looking directly at you, he's not telling the truth.
It's true.
But
for a lot of people.
You know, look, just looking at like I said, look, you got Kansas City next week.
Oh.
Just go on and buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to be in for a fucking roller coaster ride.
Yep.
In other words, go on and grab the Mad Dog 2020 because it's going to probably be that game.
Yep. It's going to be a long day. And, you know, the sad thing is, people are saying the offseason that, you know, did the Raiders close the gap on the Chiefs? After what I watched the past 2 weeks, how can anyone say yes?
No.
You can't say yes.
I couldn't even say a maybe. I couldn't even say a 25%.
And that's the problem. What is holding this team back from at least progressing?
You know, this is something I try to explain to folks, and that's why you always see me gunning at the offense and whatnot. It's complementary football.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, your defense relies on your offense. You know, the defense knows they're not that great, so they try to rely on their offense. They try to get amped up by, okay, Raiders offense, we're driving downfield, they scoring. And I know some of you guys are saying, coaching, but it's a bit of both.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say Paul Gunther needs to go. 100%. I will say with John Gruden, he is stubborn. And him being stubborn at times is going to get his ass. I don't know if it's going to get him fired because
for a team.
Who they're going to fire? Who they going to get rid of first? Who they going to get rid of first? The quarterback or the head coach? Because then if you look at that, you're going to start to see a trend like, damn, you know, you go from offensive coordinator back in 2016, you go from head coach, then you go from the offensive coordinator then, and then now you're jumping to your head coach and offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be trying to say, now, is he a coach killer? And folks, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because folks like Pro Football Focus, Pro Football Talk, or CBS, Monday Morning Quarterback, they're going to be saying the same shit I'm saying right here.
Absolutely.
They're going to say it. So don't get mad or frustrated. You just got to embrace certain things because it is criticism. Because they're just going to start wondering, they're not going to get rid of John first.
No.
Mark's not going to get rid of him because he's like, well, you know, I look at the offense and the offense is moving downfield, but, you know, we're not scoring. If you see that the offense is progressing downfield and they're not scoring, you're going to ask why. And I'm going to tell you this. It is a business. And when it's business, it's cutthroat. And damn it, you know who's going to get thrown under the bus first. It ain't going to be the head coach. It's going to be the quarterback. No matter if he's throwing 151 touchdowns and being the all-time leader for the Raiders, they're going to go back and look at, well, how many wins did he have? How many playoffs have he been to? That is how wild it is.
Yes.
Until you sit back and watch the game, when I mean by watching the game, I'm not talking about what's on the field. I'm watching the entire thing.
Absolutely.
Meaning the business of it as well. When I say that this is Carr's last leg, it is his last leg. And that second fumble, damn sure didn't help him.
No, you can't have that. You're trying to come back into the game, and your quarterback Granted, there was pressure, but you have to hold on to the ball.
See, it's hard for me to like explain this over like in tweets because some folks I jump from one person to the other person to the other person, and they think, oh, you're just a Kardashian.
Yep.
Kardashian, motherfucker. I just understand the damn game a little better than you. I'm not hating.
You gotta accept things for what they are.
It is what it is in a way, you know. It's just I'd wish to see Derek Carr stay for another season. I wish for him to be playing in the playoffs. But the thing of it is,
everyone does.
It's difficult because you're looking like, damn, when you go and look at all 22, and I'm going to tell you guys this. Go get it. Invest in it. Going to get NFL Game Pass and watch all 22.
Absolutely.
It is worth the money. Because you get to get a better look of what is going on with the game. And I'm going to say this. It shows so much. And this is why people are like, what the hell is he not looking at on this field? And I put this up for you guys to see. You know, some of you guys are saying Jason Witten can't do this, this, and this. And what the hell did Jason Witten do today? He's still playing like he's back in his early 30s.
He's been there.
He hasn't really lost a step.
No.
So when I tell you, this squad can do a lot of things.
They can.
And the Raiders, with having Waller, having Witten and Moreau, they can do a lot. You didn't need in this game. You know, what's funny thing about it? That's why I said there's no excuses. In this game, you got Nelson Aguilar running downfield, blowing past everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody say you need Henry Ruggs to do it. No, you don't.
No.
You have Zay Jones getting open.
Yeah.
So, real talk, when you guys say we didn't have Henry Ruggs out there, oh, they're going to struggle. That's bullshit. Okay? Y'all want y'all to know right now. You ever hear that? That's bullshit. You had speed with Nelson Aguilar. He still runs about a 4.3. A 4.3. Zay Jones right behind him running a 4.39. So that's two wide receivers that can run right there. And then I think Hunter Renfrow runs about like a 4.5.
Absolutely.
And then you also have Darren Waller able to run a 4.5 at least.
Mm-hmm.
And Foster Moreau about 4.6.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing is this. You have speed all around. And you still had your running backs. You still had Devontae Booker. You still had Jalen Richard, Josh Jacobs. You even add Theo Riddick in the bunch.
And Ingle.
So when I say there's no excuse, there is no excuse for any of, oh, he can't throw it downfield. And he finally did throw it downfield. I'm going to give him that. But I could kick Foster Moreau's ass.
Yeah.
Because, damn, that was a beautiful one.
That was
and
a great
that's what
play.
gets me frustrated with him. He can throw it downfield. Now, you know, Paul, I gotta read this. I gotta read this real quick. When Ruggs got hurt, teams started loading the box. More that's a fact. On top of the O-line injury, we can't run, and that's affecting us. I get what you're saying, but it's not like when Ruggs was on the field. Now, Paul, I'm gonna let you know, teams were already loading up the box against us last year. The thing of it is, you know what's gonna happen when you have teams loading up the box? Run a play action.
And they did that a lot.
Simple. And we did run play action. You had Waller, then you had Ingo getting open, and then they started to play off. You got to keep mixing that up. So this is where it comes down to, I'm saying you guys need to invest in getting all 22.
Absolutely.
The audibles that are being called at the line. You got to pay attention. That's one thing you got to pay attention to. There are a lot of pre-snap audibles that are being called at the line. And I'm telling you this, that is part of the problem. I think he sees linebacker, when he sees the linebackers come up to the line, they're doing a lot of disguises. And then sometimes they're saying, fuck it, let's go in and blitz his ass and see how he reacts. So you know me, I'm gonna be looking at all 22, just like CJ. CJ, you actually with Pro Football Focus now, right?
Yes, sir.
So right here, you got an analyst right here. I'm also an analyst doing my stuff with no longer what was it? SB Nation Radio is now Sports Map Radio.
Yeah.
So I do my stuff for them and with Post Game Central. So you're looking at the film. I'm taking my time. I'm like, okay, I'm not just a reporter. I'm also an analyst. I'm not just some guy that you have off the street.
Absolutely.
Like,
when you watch others
get paid to do this, like, you know, I might go back to writing again, maybe give you guys some stuff, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna read this. I gotta read this real quick. And I like what Paul, Paul likes to put it out there, and I like it. I respect it. How much you see on all 22 on Carr, and if it is when you think 8 is coming in, and I've been thinking Carr has happy feet since the injury. I truly think it's ruined his career. Just my opinion.
That's tough. You know, some games he looks very calm, confident, poised, like today. For the most part, he was calm, poised in the pocket. You know, the Bills were sending pressure. They were showing pressure a lot. You know, he was getting hit, but he stood tall for most of the game.
Yeah.
But then you have other games like last week, you know, when
double team the damn check down. God dang.
That was another story.
Hey, that's evil. That's fucking evil, bro.
Mm-hmm. They were going off on him.
So my whole thing is this. I look at damn, you had to bring up last week, damn. But in the beginning, he looked fine, and then all of a sudden, he went into this weird, flaky panic mode. He did look fine a little earlier, but then it was just like, calm down. Like,
something gets in his head, and that's not something that anyone can fix but himself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you look, and Paul saying he saw 8 in the box, and then you'll see 8 in the box come in. And at least 2 of them back off.
Yeah.
And probably one's playing the flat in the zone.
Yeah. You gotta counter it.
See, they didn't run. See, what the Bills did today, they didn't run like all man to man. They ran some zone.
They did.
They ran some cover 3 odd. Shit.
They did a good job disguising it.
Yeah, it was a lot of disguises. And that's the thing. When Carr sees that, he freaks out. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it, everybody says, like, we're misusing Josh Jacobs. I don't really think we are, because I go and listen to what Tom Cable has said. There's times where teams are going to line up on that one job. We're going to still run it right at them.
Yeah.
And they have gotten positive yards. Now, in my opinion, in this game, I felt they should have ran more inside. They should have crashed in and just ran right up the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to mix it up. You got to keep these defenses on their toes, because you want to run outside, understand. But at the same time, these coaches are smart. The best of the best. It's the NFL.
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up.
And see, not even, you add that in, and then, the one thing that pissed me off today, the fact that we finally saw Derek Carr running with the football for a first fucking down. Not once.
He didn't hesitate.
Not twice. 3 fucking times. What did John say to him right there? What did he say to him right there? Because I'm telling you this, it was multiple times where he should have ran the ball early on. Yeah. And then you look at last week, like, damn, you could have ran that ball right there. It was open field. Matter of fact, that cover set when they did the double check down, actually, if you look at it, he could have ran it.
Yeah. Patriots ran a lot of man last week. That's where you're going to get those kind of plays.
Yeah. All you got to do is slide. You've been fine. You're not going to get hurt. You're not going to die. Just slide. If they hit you late, then damn it, guess what? 15-yard penalty.
With those injuries, they take an effect on you, one way or another. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying that it's a legitimate thing that probably goes through his mind. Bad.
And that's what I'm saying. If he's getting bothered psychologically with this game, then
that's bad.
That's a problem.
That's bad.
Like, Paul already said, Gunther got to go, bro. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back.
That's overdue. Way overdue.
Paul also says, so do you think Mariota could come in and make a difference if his shoulder was okay, but who knows that? It's very different looking offense since the injuries. I mean, really, with the time he had in camp, he still managed to pick up some stuff. He's still able to go over some plays, and now he's been able to heal. It's a possibility.
There is a possibility. But at the end of the day, I don't think either are the answer.
And, somebody just said something, let's keep it 100. Cam would have been the man for the job. Carr would have been holding the clipboard,
I believe it.
I'm not even going to deny that.
It was just bad timing. The Panthers did Cam dirty.
And the funny thing about it? I'll tell you guys this. Raiders were looking to draft Jalen Hurts. It was just the Eagles jumped out in front and took him. Nobody expected the Eagles to take Jalen Hurts.
Especially with Carson Wentz, how he played last season. No one expected that.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you guys this. John Gruden does want a mobile quarterback. I don't care what anybody wants to jump in saying, oh, F you, Phil. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you Carr hater, you Carr bashing, and you're back at it again. I'm going to tell you guys this. Yes, there were 20 teams out there to look at the showcase for North Dakota State and Central Arkansas to look at Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to tell you this. What was on record that the Raiders brought out 2 scouts for him. 2. It wasn't 1. They brought out 2.
Yeah. That's someone to watch next draft. And last year, let's talk about our number 4 overall pick.
Oh, Mr. Cleveland Farrell that wants to ride on horseback and, hold hands and.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about him real quick. Well,
maybe not. Yeah. You know what? Let me get it started because I was the one that stuck my neck on the line. I was like, Raiders going to draft him. And we drafted him. Oh, rookie season, he was a little bit sick. He still got 4 sacks. But, Cleveland Farrell has not played up to standards as a 4th overall pick.
No. Now imagine.
But now, CJ, your folks at Pro Football Focus says he's better than JJ Watt.
Now, I can't speak for them because I'm not exactly a part of that department. But
Man,
in
you
terms of
gotta explain that, man.
I mean, he's a decent run defender. He's a good situational run defender. I'll give him that. But in terms of pass rush, absolutely not. He's one of the bottom defensive ends in the entire NFL. And it's nothing against him. I mean, he was a great player at Clemson. Absolutely. But look at that defensive line they had at Clemson. You know the other guys that were on that line? They had Christian Wilkins, Dexter Lawrence, and I can't remember the other one, but he was a great player too. And let's be real, ACC, you can rack up a lot of stuff with that kind of line in ACC.
That's true.
And it's not taking anything away from him whatsoever. But sometimes you got to put things in context a little bit. And to add to that, imagine if Kyler Murray was there at 4.
Oh, man.
Do you think Gruden would have taken him or passed that up?
If Arizona wasn't taking him, yeah, he would have took him.
That says all you need to know. Gruden wants guys that can make plays, that can improvise, that are smart. I'm not saying Carr isn't, but at some point, and I think it's already happened, but quarterbacks every player hits a plateau.
Yeah.
And a lot of people talk, well, Gruden's never developed a quarterback. Well, when you have a 10-year contract like he does, you're going to have to at some point, or you're just going to have to keep on going through free agency. And if you aren't willing to spend money, which is a whole nother issue, then you're just going to have to take what's the best out there.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at the way things was going. Damn. Y'all know I'm my own damn show, man. God dang. It's been a long day for me, but when you look at the way things turned out this year with the pandemic, there were you gonna go for Phillip Rivers? Fuck no.
No.
Tom Brady was talked about, but the money wasn't there. Cam Newton at the time, they were like, let's go on and we could probably look at Cam Newton, but they wanted to trade him. And nobody wants to do a trade and lose draft picks during that time frame. So you have that. There we go. All right. Right at that point, we saw Bridgewater being signed, and we had already signed Mariota. So it was because you got to look, things were getting ready to go on lockdown. So you had to hurry up and get something done.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with the Raiders in that situation. It was like, fuck. And we just held on just a little bit longer. I think they were like, damn, we can get eyes on him faster than anything. And you didn't know anything about Cam's physical. So, that's what happened in that situation.
It was bad timing. Bad timing.
Now here, I'm going to drop on this. What pick are we going to lose because of Waller and Carr? Now, I'm going to tell you guys this. Darren Waller actually wore his mask at his gala. Okay? The ones who did not wear their mask was Derek Carr, Jason Witten, Foster Moreau, Eric Magnus, Zay Jones, Nevin Lawson, Peterman, Hunter Renfro. Those are the guys that didn't wear their mask. Darren Waller had his mask on the entire time of that gala. So will the Raiders lose a draft pick? Because this is that first warning, but I mean, like, with John and his situation, and then like the whole shit in the locker room, I think they're just gonna leave it as okay, you guys are getting fined right now. I think the players are gonna get fined separately.
Yeah.
Before they start taking draft picks away. Because they just made this official at the end of the week. So because that was passed and this is present, I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so either. I'd be surprised. But it's possible, especially with what happened in Tennessee.
Dog, that's a shit show right now. That's 21 players.
Mm-hmm.
A shit show.
And it's just like, not to wish ill, but imagine if one person on the Raiders.
That's true.
And the NFL doesn't want that, You got to be mindful.
And not even that, some of your teammates don't want that shit. I mean,
nobody wants that.
I mean, I'll give you a prime example. You had a lot of offensive players right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say one of them offensive players come in contact of Rodney Hudson.
Yeah.
And Rodney Hudson doesn't realize he has it. He comes in contact with his wife. Rodney Hudson's wife has an autoimmune disorder.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Rodney Hudson, I'm ready to kill somebody.
Yeah. It's bigger than football.
And, Amy Trash actually hit on it this morning. Carr was saying, I don't get a chance to go out, and take my wife out on a date. I'm like, motherfucker, what about me?
Yeah, everyone has to deal with it.
What about you?
Everyone.
What about each and every one of you guys?
But
a lot of us haven't been able to go out.
No.
So, oh well, man, you gotta finesse. You gotta improvise. Get your mama, your daddy, or your brothers to watch the kids and have the house to yourself.
There's ways around it.
Yeah, bro.
You just gotta be responsible.
That's what I'm saying. Like Amy Trash said, there are people trying or struggling to get food.
Yeah.
And you bitching and crying about not being able to take your wife out on a date? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And she actually hit on it, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's ignorant.
But, it is what it is. We get fined. We end up deciding to take our draft pick. Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this. The film's going to end up telling the rest of the story and see what will be in, because Adam Archuleta, he said there was a whole bunch being left out on that field. I know John's saying something right now, and oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to just do this for you guys. Let's see. Because I know it ain't pretty. You damn sure know it ain't pretty.
I haven't even looked. I can only imagine.
Oh, man. Here it is. Oh, shit. Here it is. And this is, I quote from Derek Carr.
Oh, God.
I'm sick of losing. I'm sick of working as hard as I do, as hard as we do, and losing. It sucks. Enough is enough.
He's got a 41-55 record as of now, I believe. I don't want to hear about him being sick of losing. I've seen him throw the ball away on 3rd and goal, on 4th and goal. I've seen it.
Oh, man. It's more.
We're all sick of losing.
Hold on. I agree. We are sick of it. And there's more. I've seen too much crap. I've seen enough crap. I'm pissed.
Wasn't he pissed before the season started?
Yeah. Oh hell no, we ain't bring back no Ken Norton Jr. shit. It's Rob Marinelli time.
Yeah.
Hold up. He said it. He had to do it. It doesn't matter, Josh. Dude, we are all sick of losing. But you're the one performing out there.
You have the ability to change it. You're the quarterback of one of 32 NFL franchises. You're in your 7th year in the NFL. You have, and you see it all. You should have seen it all by now. Nothing the defense does should surprise you at this point.
No, that's true, bro.
Nothing.
Oh, man. That is so true.
You got to go out and make plays. And if not, there's other people that will. For a lot less money, too.
Oh, man.
I can only imagine what's being said
Look.
right now.
Hold up. My thing is, why does Tom Cable have a job? Tom Cable. Hold on. Y'all gonna put some respect on Tom Cable's name.
Oh, man.
First off, what he did for that O-line last year was superb. What Tom Cable did, it was what he's doing this year. He's getting it done.
Yeah.
Your quarterback is just not reacting. Yeah, it may not be the sexiest thing right now, but it's really not on your O-line.
O-line's not the problem. Not the problem. Yeah, I mean, Denzel good at right tackle. That was a little rough. But today,
he had to step up.
Yeah.
He had to come in like in the heat of fire, you know.
He deserves some credit for what he did. You know, coming on the spot, you know. We need to get some players back like Trent Brown.
You know, I'm gonna call him that fat son bitch. that son bitch. Where is his ass at?
I don't know, man.
You know why I feel like I bet if I put a damn venom machine out in front of me, I bet that motherfucker blocked that shit. I bet his ass be like, who.
Get some fruit by the foot.
You saw how he engulfed that.
Mm-hmm.
You know them girls been doing that fruit by the foot challenge.
Yeah, that's
he put them to shame.
Offensive line's done a pretty good job, all things considered. So,
man. Oh man. Yeah, you know, in my opinion, with Trent Brown, I feel like he's stealing money. Okay,
it's a lot of money.
You know, I'm gonna hit you with a wild theory because you know, with guys that opted out with COVID, you're still getting paid, but you got to pay that money back next year.
Right.
Now, if you're on the roster right now, each game going by, you're still getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't got to pay that money back. Think about it.
These guys are smart. They aren't dumb.
I know he ain't slow by a long shot. And if I'm the Raiders right now, I want to do another X-ray and make sure I want to see if he really can go.
If not, put him on IR.
Yeah,
because this whole in between.
Because then it'll be if I'm right, it'll be a partial pay.
Right. Yeah.
So That's what I'm saying, man. Like I feel like
There's a couple guys stealing money on this team.
oh, here we go. I'm gonna give you this one.
Oh man.
What will it take for Carr to go back to playing before he broke his leg? He played lights out. He's not going to get back to it. He's lost. Like
that ship has sailed.
I know. It's a question that a lot of people ask, and I respect it. But he's not there anymore. No. That guy is gone.
He's been gone since the Indianapolis Colts game in 2016.
You know the funny thing about it here, and Matt, I like what you said. Matt said weeks ago he questioned Trent loving football or not. You know what? He's right, because I'm starting to wonder it too. Big old sausage fingers on Twitter.
The longer this drags out, the more that becomes true.
But I'm gonna also say this. I'll double back to Lincoln Kennedy. Didn't he tell us the truth on Derek Carr too?
He knows.
So when I say the truth is out there on both of these guys, damn if it's not. Oh yeah, I know Lincoln worked directly with the team. He knows everything that's going on. That's why the bullshit that was said about Lincoln Kennedy not knowing shit because he called out Carr during the whole season. The folks that said that shit disgusted me.
I'm not going to like that one.
Bro, did you not see that?
I mean, I saw some of it. I thought it was mostly like fans, but did some like major outlets say that?
Bro, you know what? I will play the audio.
I would love to hear the audio. Because I thought it was just a couple fans saying something, listening to that new Las Vegas Raider Nation thing or whatever,
No, bruh.
Oh, it's bigger?
Lincoln Kennedy was not lying, bruh.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
That's sad.
Tired of being disrespected. How do you evaluate and what do you expect Derek Carr to do for this upcoming season?
Well, like I would say to him if he was here in my face and he said that, I would tell him right now, if you're tired of being disrespected, play better. It's that simple. The thing is that there's no more excuses for Derek. Now it's either put up or shut up. He's got all the weapons in front of him. He's got an offensive line. He's got a run game. He's got a receiving core. There's really nothing else that he needs to, that he shouldn't be able to do with this offense. So now it's time to put up or shut up.
How much is this right now mental? Because for a while he looked like he was going to be the franchise quarterback, then got hurt. Last year, this was a football team that they were 6-4 and had an embarrassing performance up against the Jets. Is there something maybe wrong mentally with Derek Carr? Is just the talent not been there for him and he's not been able to elevate that roster?
Well, I think he's used or he's had that in his mind that the talent wasn't there for him. But when actuality it was. He just didn't use it as well as he could. Now, the thing about it is that John Gruden's offense gives every quarterback an option somewhere to go with the football. And John Gruden, because knew that Derek Carr, after he broke that ankle, was not the same person. Of course, the year after he took a lot of sacks. The year before John Gruden got there, he wanted to clean it up and he wanted his quarterback to stand upright. So he empowered him with the ability to use checkdowns or throw the ball away, just preserve yourself for next down. Well, Derek kind of took that to heart in many ways, and he kind of used that to an advantage or a disadvantage for the team because they weren't able to get points out of it. But I think this year, again, like I said it before, it's put up or shut up. You have no more excuses.
When I look at John Gruden,
there it is.
Where's the lie?
There's no lie.
There's no lie in that. Nobody has any right to be upset about anything that was just said, especially coming from Lincoln Kennedy, of all people, who knows this organization inside and out. So if anyone has any issues with that, they better check themselves. That's all I'm going to say about it. Because everything's true. Because how many times in the past 3 years, since 2016, have we heard, oh, well, this is it. This is a do or die type year for Derek Carr?
No,
Every year. And then excuse. Injuries. The defense. The coaching staff. The offensive coordinator. Todd Downing. Derek Carr's best friend, Todd Downing. I thought that was supposed to be a match made in heaven. Because, whatever happened with Bill Musgrave.
Hey, what was that Mary J. Blige song from a long time ago? What was that shit called?
Oh, man. I know what you're talking. I don't know the name, but man.
Come on.
Man.
You know what?
My mind is fried. It's been a long day, my man.
It's been a long day for me, sir.
Yeah.
Heard it all before, damn it.
Man. That's the truth.
Heard it all before.
That's the truth. And there's not many other situations in the NFL where these guys are getting. Look at Russell Wilson. We've got a bad offensive line. Outside Metcalf and Lockett, his receivers are his running backs are always hurt.
Somebody told me DK Metcalf wasn't a good receiver.
Well, that somebody needs to not watch football anymore, in my opinion.
Go back into the wilderness.
Oh.
Make sure you clean your nails.
Let's not get started on that one. This is an American broadcast. So I love all Raider fans.
But my whole thing is this, and you come and see other players around the league, they're like, oh, here come Carr crying. You look at what Yannick was talking about when he had made that highlight tape.
Yeah.
Oh man, Tim, if you step on Twitter, it's a whole different world, my friend.
Twitter will change your life.
That man, look, I had to banish that man to the shadow realm. Your soul is mine.
You and me both.
But the thing of it is, other players are saying this on the defense. You look at when Carr was down on the knee after that score, you see him going back and forth with one of the Bills players. The Bills player just like, oh.
Yeah. Nobody's scared of Carr.
No, they're not. Because you go back and look over the years where it's like, gosh darn it. Oh, man. See, now Phillip Rivers was the same way, but he had fire.
Yeah, that's another level.
He had balls.
He walked the walk and talked the talk.
Even when he threw a damn interception.
Yeah, he would bring his team back.
He said, oh, shove it. And then come back out and be like, oh, boy, what I tell you? No. You hear that mouth going. You could hear it jawing while the game was going. You ain't usually expect to hear that.
Yeah. Last year, I think he was mic'd up against the Jags. I believe it was in London. And he got nailed. But play went for a 9-yard touchdown. And he got up and he was yelling in Yannick's ear.
Mm-hmm.
He's not afraid. Can't be afraid in this league.
Benny says, how many more games you give Carr before Gruden turns and let's look at Peterman or Mariota. Respect the Carr, but it's what you've done for me lately. And
yeah. I don't think it's at that point yet.
You watch this Kansas City game, that's when it is.
Because they got to buy after. That's the defining. If you're trying to beat Kansas City, which you need to be, That's
the only way that's gonna save his job, bro.
mm-hmm.
If you can't beat Kansas City, then you done.
If you can't win in Arrowhead, I mean, he's 0-6.
Yeah.
You
Damn
can't have
man, Jawor's got a better record than him.
that. Yeah. You can't
I think Carson Palmer got a better record than him there.
Yeah. Carson Palmer got one there.
Man, look, I live in Jersey. Raiders 0-3 here on the East Coast. When I go to see them play, I just, bro, yeah, Tim, it's okay, man. I'm in the same boat as you, bro.
I am too. I live in Pennsylvania.
I'm what? Shit. I'm 1-3. No, no. I'm 2-3. I'm 2-3.
I'm 0-5.
God dang.
I was there in Washington.
So you were there with me that night.
Yeah.
Man, we all suffered a lot, and then we had to do heavy drinking during that hot night.
Yep.
Oh man.
I was in New York last year.
Don't bring up New York, bro.
Baltimore 2 years ago, I believe. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I was there too.
Yeah, that was
so much tequila. Hey, so much tequila that morning.
Yeah.
God, I can still hear my kidneys saying, my kidneys and my liver's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, the thing. Oh, wow, Matt. Wow, thank you. Matt says Jason Fitz asked ESPN analyst their honest opinion of Derek Carr. They said, you think New England was afraid to give up 2 touchdowns? I'm going to tell you this, and some of you guys were saying that Cleveland going to be ass this year.
Yeah, this.
Dang.
You see what happened today? That offense, when they're on, they're on.
Was it true in Washington about players quitting on Carr or on the team? So I'm going to tell you this. I was sitting down in the front row. I actually got to hook up that game because I was getting ready to get my first start working in media. So stay back on the sideline. I can see a lot. They didn't quit on Carr.
No.
As much as that rumor was going around a lot, they did not quit.
No.
It was just the offense got changed, and these guys hadn't had any experience running it. Week 1, week 2, they ran Musgrave's offense.
Yeah, and they played the Titans and the Jets, I believe, right?
Yeah, they played the Titans and Jets, and they were running Bill Musgrave's offense. Yeah. And then they finally switched over to what's the boy's name?
Downing?
Downing. They switched over to Downing's so-called offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we took over that stadium. It made no damn sense for us to lose.
That first drive was brutal. Threw the interception right off the bat.
Yeah, man, it's frustrating. On the East Coast, they be letting us down, man. Jeez.
Yeah, that's for sure. Bad.
But all I can say is this. The evidence is there. Lincoln Kennedy even said it. Now you got Carr. I know it's more from this press conference.
Oh yeah.
Let me go on and throw it out there. Let me go and throw it.
I'm sure it's out there.
I don't care if oh wow. And that's trending. Damn.
What's trending?
Oh wow. I did not catch this.
Oh man.
Well, congratulations to Derek Carr. He finally threw a 300-yard game.
A lot of garbage time stuff.
Oh, God. Hey, man, you can't make this shit up. So this is from Levi Damien. Mind you, he's at the game covering it. He says, you can hear John Gruden cussing from the press box after Derek Carr calls timeout.
Ooh. That's not good. That's not good.
Right. Wow.
This might be before it gets real ugly this week.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real, you guys. I'm gonna be real. Because some folks are really getting tired of Carr. And there's some folks that are gonna try to hide shit. But I'm gonna tell you this. I have to say, Levi Damien, he's probably gonna tell you the whole truth about what Carr doing. But damn.
That says a lot. A lot.
That's
it's the most important football team. Arguably. If head coach and quarterback are on the same page, it's not good.
That's whew. Hey, somebody help me. I mean, like, what do you want me to say? You can't defend this shit.
It's been going on too long.
I'm sorry.
It's a what have you done for me, NFL.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. You see these guys, and for example, a lot of people aren't going to like this, but look at what Justin Herbert is doing for Los Angeles Chargers. He's out there making throws. He's a rookie. People will say, well, they don't have film on this, that. Doesn't matter. He's producing. You know? That's what it's about.
And you know the funny thing about it? I'm going to say this. This is awfully eerie, man.
It's reminiscent of another certain year.
Nah, bro. I'm going to give you something that's going to be real eerie right here.
Oh, man.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Last year, Marcus Mariota went 2-4. Threw about 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Mariota, like scoring wise, he was on a roll.
Yeah.
So, and he was also running on his legs too. I mean, he was doing everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I'm looking at Derek Carr. Did that shit happen today?
Mm-mm.
Man.
You gotta change it up sometimes.
So when I go back and I say there's a huge disconnect between those two guys right now, that maybe John is like, I can't run with this man as my quarterback anymore.
Legit.
I've never heard a coach get that pissed with this quarterback like that.
No.
And you can't tell me, oh, this happened all the time in the NFL. It fucking does not.
No, it doesn't.
It's funny when I hear people say that shit, and I ain't sat in a fucking booth, and I haven't heard shit like that.
No. I've
been on the sideline, and I haven't heard shit like that.
Even the worst quarterbacks doesn't have.
Yeah. Score predictions for next week. I'm not getting into that right now.
No,
I'm gonna let Kansas City play their game. Who knows? They might just miraculously choke.
You know something though? the defense last year in Arrowhead, you know, they held Mahomes to statistically his lowest game. And what was the problem?
Oh man, I don't know, man.
I don't know either, but I'm just saying, if the defense, by some act of God, gets it together, because they've shown that they can somewhat.
Yeah, they have.
At times, last week against the Patriots, they got 3 and outs in a row to start the game. You know, but there needs to be more from this Raider offense. They're 80% of the Raiders' payroll. 80%.
Oh, and that's another thing, bro. So we're gonna just wrap this up because it's just frustrating.
It is. It is frustrating.
So if y'all can see,
oh no,
this is the play chart of what Derek Carr threw. There's only one pass. Let me see if I can go right on in. You know, I do this. This will even be better. One pass for over 20 yards. Derek Carr didn't throw a pass that went for over 20 yards. He only threw one. All his passes were 10 yards or about 15 yards or less.
And why wouldn't the defense load the box at that point?
I mean, that gave every reason to load the box up, man. Look, I hadn't said what I needed to said. Me and you have homework for all 22.
Yep.
We better pick through this shit. And I mean not like just a few things.
Yeah.
Oh God, help this man. Help this man. Play calling. Not Derek's fault.
Well, of course it's not Derek's fault, but Derek's the one that's on the field. He's the one that's making the plays. Or not making the plays.
Pre-snap audibles.
He's the one. Gruden's giving him the ability to make pre-snap audibles and reads. Carr is not a dumb quarterback. He's not dumb by any means.
No, he's not.
But once that ball gets snapped, things start to get a little sideways for him sometimes when things don't go the right way, when plays break down.
Yes.
He
did. You know, we agree.
Yeah,
we agree on that one. But that's what gets us. Why are you not going back to it?
You got to.
If you saw that they were loading that much up in the box in that area, you should have been going downfield.
You gotta keep these teams honest, especially a defense like the Bills. They're aggressive.
But hey, I'm gonna wrap this up. We done said what we need to said.
Yep.
I know Twitter's about to be a whole wildfire right now.
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Man, I was looking at it a couple times. I was like, damn, it's about to get ugly. CJ, I appreciate you joining me today on my post-game show.
It's been a while. I've been trying to get on here. Things just didn't work out. I appreciate you having me.
You might as well. You should join me and Phil Robinson tomorrow night. It'll be even more exciting. I want to do like a whole round table, but you, Ray, Matt, it should be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be. Absolutely.
So, hey, I appreciate you tuning in. Hey, tell the fans where they can find you at on Twitter or anywhere else.
You can find me on Twitter at Erickson NFL, as in my display name. You can also find me with the Raider Ramble on Twitter as well. I don't do Facebook. That's pretty much all I got. And I appreciate y'all for listening. And hopefully things can turn around soon.
That's a wing of prayer, brother. That's a wing of prayer. You guys take care. God bless. You guys can catch me on Twitter, Phil Jones NFL. You guys can find me on Phil Jones on Facebook. Find us on the YouTube page, the Unfiltered Truth. I'll leave it at the bottom. Subscribe to the page on YouTube, UnPhiltered Truth. You guys, if you missed anything, you guys can go back. You can recap a couple of shows I did today and recap this if you just came in late. You guys take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the evening. It sucks that we lost, but be blessed to be alive. Be blessed to be alive, and you can enjoy another day. It's a game, you guys, but have a drink. Y'all, God bless. I love you guys. Take care. Be safe.